something remarkable happened with Harry Brook, and it unfolded faster than anyone expected. One moment, he was an exciting young batter finding his feet. The next, he was reshaping how England approached pressure, tempo, and belief. Brook did not arrive cautiously or wait for permission. He played as if the game had already changed, and everyone else was simply catching up. What looked like fearlessness was actually clarity. What seemed reckless was deeply controlled. In an era defined by Bazball, Brook became its purest expression. He attacked situations others feared, dismantled plans before they settled, and forced opposition teams to abandon structure. This is not just a story about runs or strike rates. It is about a mindset built for a new era. Brook did not adapt to Bazball, he embodied it. This story reveals how his approach altered expectations, why his presence accelerated England's transformation, and how a player so early in his career began influencing outcomes with authority far beyond his experience. To understand Harry Brook's rise, it is necessary to understand the environment he entered. England cricket was undergoing a philosophical shift. Traditional caution was being replaced by intent, freedom, and trust. Bazball demanded players who could think quickly, absorb pressure, and act without hesitation. Brook arrived not as a learner, but as a natural fit. From his earliest appearances, Brook showed an unusual comfort with tempo. He did not separate defense and attack into rigid phases. Instead, he blended them seamlessly. His shot selection reflected awareness rather than impulse. He assessed fields rapidly, read bowlers early, and adjusted plans without visible strain. This ability allowed him to thrive in situations where others became reactive. Brook's background prepared him for this role. Years of domestic cricket taught him adaptability across conditions and formats. He learned to score freely without losing structure. When introduced to international cricket, those skills scaled upward immediately. The pace did not overwhelm him. Expectations did not restrict him. What stood out most was his composure. Brook played high-risk cricket with calm body language and clear decision-making. He trusted his method completely. This confidence spread quickly. Teammates felt liberated. Pressure situations felt lighter. Momentum shifted faster. Brook became more than a young talent. He became a signal. His performances confirmed that England's new approach was sustainable. He represented a future built on courage, clarity, and controlled aggression. In that sense, Harry Brook was not simply succeeding within Bazball, he was built for it.
The first signs that Harry Brook was different did not appear in spectacular highlights. They appeared in his choices. When conditions suggested caution, Brook still looked for scoring options. When bowlers attempted containment, he refused to slow mentally. His approach unsettled opponents because it broke familiar patterns. They expected patience. They received pressure. What made this behavior unusual was not aggression itself, but timing. Brook did not attack randomly. He targeted moments when bowlers relaxed, when fields were set defensively, or when captains hesitated between plans. These were small windows, often overlooked, but Brook exploited them consistently. His scoring bursts felt sudden because they were precisely timed. Another unusual trait was his emotional control. Even after setbacks, Brook did not retreat into safety. He continued trusting his instincts. Many young batters respond to early dismissals by simplifying their game. Brook responded by sharpening it. He refined shot selection without reducing intent. Opposition teams struggled to define him. Defensive fields leaked runs. Attacking fields were punished faster. Bowlers could not predict whether he would absorb pressure or reverse it. This uncertainty shifted control away from the fielding side. Within the England setup, this behavior reinforced the Bazball philosophy. Brook demonstrated that freedom did not mean chaos. It meant responsibility paired with confidence. He showed that players could commit fully to attacking cricket without sacrificing awareness. As matches progressed, it became clear that this was not a temporary phase. Brook's unusual behavior was a stable pattern. He played the game ahead of its rhythm, forcing others to react. That quality marked the beginning of his deeper impact. effect. As Harry Brook's influence grew, opposition teams began questioning their own plans rather than his technique. Analysts searched for technical weaknesses, expecting to find impulsive decision-making or emotional instability. Instead, they found balance. Brook's aggression was measured, not reckless, and his shot selection remained grounded in awareness. Bowlers tested him with pace, bounce, and variation. Short balls were pulled with control. Slower deliveries were waited on. Spin was met with decisive footwork rather than hesitation. Each strategy exposed the same issue. Brook was reading intention early and committing fully. Captains attempted disruption through frequent bowling changes and defensive fields. Brook adapted calmly, adjusting tempo without losing pressure. There was no visible frustration, no sense of panic. That emotional control removed one of cricket's most common advantages over young batters. Commentators predicted that sustained analysis would eventually slow him down, yet most dismissals came from exceptional deliveries rather than mistakes. This distinction mattered. It showed that Brook was not overreaching, but operating within a clear understanding of risk. Gradually, teams realized the problem was not Brook's method. The problem was that traditional plans no longer applied. His game forced opponents into hesitation, and hesitation created scoring opportunities. In trying to find what was wrong, they uncovered something more troubling. Nothing was. As Harry Brook's reputation grew, one detail continued to surface in every analysis: his refusal to slow down when pressure peaked. Where most young players retreat, Brook leaned forward. He did not chase chaos, but he did not escape it either. He stayed exactly where the tension was strongest. Opposition teams noticed this pattern quickly. Tight spells, rising run rate pressure, hostile crowds, and decisive sessions all produced the same response. Brook did not protect his wicket, he protected momentum. His focus remained locked on controlling the moment rather than surviving it. This fixation unsettled bowlers. Plans designed to suffocate instead invited attack. Defensive fields turned into scoring options. Dot ball pressure lost its effect because Brook did not measure success by caution. He measured it by dominance of rhythm. Captains tried waiting him out. Brook waited longer. He absorbed spells without forcing shots, then struck precisely when bowlers relaxed. That timing, not raw power, became the real problem. It created uncertainty. Bowlers could not predict when the counterattack would arrive. The most dangerous part was emotional. Brook appeared calm, almost detached, while the match shifted beneath him. That calm suggested preparation rather than instinct. It implied that this behavior was intentional, not impulsive. The fixation was clear. Brook trusted his method completely, and once that trust became visible, opponents realized the problem was not stopping him. It was stopping the belief spreading around him. The first real clue appeared not in a highlight shot, but in a quiet moment between deliveries. Harry Brook began adjusting tempo without visible instruction. He slowed games when England needed stability and accelerated instantly when momentum was available. This shift revealed intention, not impulse. Observers noticed how early he read bowlers. His movements started before the ball released, not after. That anticipation changed everything. It explained why pace looked manageable and spin appeared predictable. Brook was not reacting, he was deciding. Field placements exposed the pattern further. When captains spread the field, Brook worked singles calmly. When they attacked, he countered with authority. There was no hesitation in his choices. Each response matched the situation precisely. The clue became impossible to ignore during pressure chases. Required rates climbed, crowds tightened, and still Brook remained composed. His body language did not change. His breathing stayed slow. His awareness stayed wide. That moment reframed earlier questions. His success was not reckless bravery. It was preparation meeting opportunity. Brook understood risk deeply enough to control it. What once seemed chaotic now looked structured. This was not raw Bazball energy. It was a mind built to function inside it. The truth finally became undeniable when England's entire playing identity evolved. Yet Harry Brook's approach remained steady. Coaches adjusted philosophies, captains encouraged freedom, and strategies shifted toward constant pressure. structure. Brook did not need to change. He already fit the system perfectly. That realization reframed everything that came before. Brook was not learning Bazball. He embodied it naturally. His understanding of tempo, risk, and momentum existed long before the label was applied. Where others needed permission to attack, Brook needed structure to maximize it. His aggression was never chaotic. It was targeted, purposeful, and situational. Statistical analysis supported the observation. Brook's scoring rate increased without a matching rise in dismissals. His boundaries came in phases, not bursts. He manipulated fields patiently before striking gaps with precision. This balance revealed a player who respected probability rather than ignoring it. The emotional side of the reveal mattered just as much. Brook showed no visible urgency to impress. He did not perform for noise or approval. He played for control of the match state. That calm confidence allowed England to trust him in defining moments. What once appeared fearless now looked inevitable. England did not create a system to unlock Brook. They discovered a player whose instincts justified the system itself. Harry Brook's journey offers a powerful lesson about modern cricket and the mindset required to thrive within it. Success is rarely about raw talent alone. It is about awareness, timing, and understanding how to use freedom effectively. Brook demonstrates that controlled aggression can be far more devastating than reckless power. By trusting preparation, observing cues, and responding decisively, he transforms pressure into opportunity rather than letting it dictate outcomes. Brook's influence extends beyond runs and strike rates. He shapes the game psychologically, forcing opponents into hesitation and uncertainty. His presence allows teammates to play with confidence, knowing that moments of chaos will be handled deliberately. England's Bazball philosophy gains validation not through slogans, but through players like Brook, who embody it naturally. The deeper lesson is universal. Impact comes from understanding context, committing fully to decisions, and seizing the exact moment to act. Brook proves that when preparation meets instinct, brilliance becomes inevitable. In the end, his legacy is defined not by mere statistics, but by the transformation he brings to every game he touches.